Premiership Power Rankings for round number 11. We're going to rank the teams to see how is their form looking after the kind of festive season games. You guys can let me know your thoughts on how they are ranked. Is it fair? Are some teams being hard done by? You guys let me know your thoughts. We'll see how we go. Bath, I have got them in 13th. Same as what their position is on the table. They are none from 10. It's a pretty atrocious season which continues to go. I watched their game at the weekend for some reason. I don't know why. I probably should have watched some other games. But I watched Bath. They got a hiding at home. They scored 20 points. But yeah, I mean, apart from watching the guys like Bailey and Orlando Bailey and Ajomo and whatnot, there's not a heck of a lot doing. So Bath down there in 13th. Bristol, I think, are in 12th on the table. And I've got them 12th here as well, which is down a spot from where I had them in the previous power rankings. They were close. They were close against Leicester. Leicester are the top team, but you can't really credit a team for losing a game at home. So I've penalised them the minimal amount, but they're still down one spot because another team around them has won. They are 3-7. It's not the best record. Worcester, they got given a bit of a hiding away from home against Saracens. They are also down a spot. They got given the biggest hiding, I think, of the weekend in terms of points conceded, 61 points. That was pretty bad. Down a spot. They are 10th on the log, so on the table I've got them one spot worse here with their record of 3 wins, 7 losses, and a draw. One team I have got going up is Wasps. I've got them up 2 spots, so I had them all the way down in 12th. Last week, and they were on a horrendous losing run. They are still 2 wins and 5 losses from their last 7 games, which is not a great run. They're in 9th on the table, but my indication here is that in recent times they're not. They were really bad, and now they're just kind of a little bit bad. So yeah, I mean, credit to them for getting a win against London Irish. I've given them the credit up 2 spots, but still not quite there yet, albeit with some players coming back from injury, so that's good news. Sale I've got here in 9th. Remember, their game was canned. I've not punished them for that. I've just kind of called it like a bye. So I've given them 0, even though they will be punished in terms of scoring 2 points compared to Newcastle's 4 with the cancelled game. They didn't lose. Not their fault. So, I'll just kind of have them there, and that's the same as they were last week. They are 3 wins, 6 losses, and a draw. London Irish I've got here in 8th. I had them a little bit higher the round before. I've got them down 2 spots. They lost their game at the weekend, and against Wasps it was one that they could have maybe done a touch better. I only saw the highlights of it. They finished within 8 points, so not a hiding. It's an away loss. You don't punish them too much, but still down 2 spots. For London Irish. Newcastle with their cancelled game sitting here. They're actually up a spot. I think mainly because of the way other teams fared, but there's no punishment for them, so just kind of sitting where other teams maybe have dropped. So yeah, London Irish going down pretty much means Newcastle comes up. Northampton I've got here in 6th. They are still one with a bit of a weird record. They're 6-4, which is the same record Harlequins have got. I've got them down 1 spot here. They didn't do that great in the second half of that game. Couldn't score any tries after their 3rd one in like 15 minutes. So good start, kind of bad finish. I'm not quite sure where Northampton are at this year. Sometimes I think they look awesome, and other teams I think they kind of look really poor. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag, but still mid-table on the old power rankings. Harlequins I've got here, which is remarkably lower than where they are on the table. They're 3rd on the table with that 6-4 record. I've got them still up 2 spots. Their recent record is still 2 wins, 5 losses. No, not 2 wins, 5 losses. 2 wins out of their last 5. So 2 wins, 3 losses. So it's still not great reading. There's still a bit of a lack of consistency. But if they can put 2 weeks together, like they did where they kind of blew Northampton away after coming back from being well behind, then they will certainly make their way up. Exeter were a team on the actual bye this week. They have gone down a spot, but that's mainly because another team around them won. Their recent record is still pretty good, even if they are only 6th on the table. Of their last 5 games, I think it's 3 wins, a loss, and a bye. So, pretty positive reading compared to Quins, who are kind of slightly more in the negative. Remember, in the power rankings, I'm taking into account all the results, but more weighting on the recent results to kind of see where the teams are at. Now, these guys, in terms of recent results, 3 wins on the bounce. Gloucester are really starting to look the business, hence the jersey I'm wearing. Their maul is something to be reckoned with. They're 4th on the table. I've got them 1 spot better. Big win at Bath. I know Bath is not a very good team this year, but still, they put 40 points on them. Big bonus point away from home. Credit where it is due. Saracens are here in second. Big win at home to Worcester for them. Their record's pretty good. 7 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. But it's not anywhere near as good as 10 wins in a row. They pulled that one out of the fire. Did Leicester. 84th minute. They were down and they managed to push on and score a try. So, yes, Leicester is at the top of the power rankings for round number 11. So, yeah, a few differences from the log. And some of them, top and bottom particularly, are exactly the same. But, yeah, you guys let me know what you reckon. Who are the favourites going into this week for you? Remember, I think it's Worcester's on the bye, but everyone else will be in action. Fingers crossed we get all the games played. And the crowds that we saw are still safely able to assemble because, the crowd at Twickenham at the weekend looked fantastic. But anyway, you guys have any thoughts? And as always, I will talk to you guys again soon. See you later.